What it do, peeps? It's the Beat Chef with Watch the Damn Tape. Hit that like, that share, that subscribe button. Hit that bell to get notified when I drop my next video. New subscribers, I thank you for watching. Hope you enjoy the content, and I hope you love WNBA action. Old subscribers, thank you for helping me continue to push this content out and build this platform. Seattle Storm hosted the Fever. This was a heavyweight fight, and it was a fight especially early. The refs let a lot of stuff slide in this game. Both sides. It was physical. First quarter, they were throwing dukes. I know I saw Caitlin Clark and Lexi Hull hit the ground at least twice apiece in the first quarter. First quarter, they battled. High scoring, though. 27-24 in the first quarter. But what got me was that the second chance opportunities that the Fever got and the rebounding. They were killing them on the boards. Fast break points. They got busy. It didn't seem like it. Caitlin Clark wasn't herself, but they were active. And to me, Seattle was a better team than Las Vegas. So they surprised me. I give the Fever a lot of credit in this one. I thought the most pivotal point in the game was in the second quarter. Nneka Omawai, she had a mid-range and one. Aliyah Boston got called for a landing zone violation. Normally, when Aliyah Boston gets called for a foul, she goes off the handle. She learned a little bit from that Vegas game because even A'ja Wilson called her out and made fun of her. And I think that is what got into her head in the Vegas game. And that's the reason why she scored 18 and only had a few points in the second half. But this game, the ref talked to her, explained, your foot was underneath her when she landed. Leah Boston took the criticism and kept it pushing and didn't get in her own head. And I thought that was huge because she played her best game of the season. I had been waiting for Aliyah Boston to get a 30-piece, and she got that 31 clutch. I thought another person that went underrated was Damaris Dantas. Having missed the game, came back and really showed that she really supports her team. Clutch. Damaris Dantas basically outscored the entire Seattle bench, had 10 points. Last game against the Aces, they only had 2 points from Sydney Colson. So Damaris Dantas, huge. Lexi Hull balled out. Had a tough assignment defensively, and she still got 15. First career double-double. Shout out to Lexi Hull. The third quarter is where that back and forth boxing, they started landing punches on Seattle. And Seattle started playing ISO ball. And even the announcer said, if they don't get the 20 assists, they got a terrible record. And they were at 16. It was evident, but it started in that third. That third, the Fever made that push, scored 30 in that third quarter, and limited them to only 19. That was huge. Defense was crunk up. And like I said, that rebounding. I mean, they killed them on the boards. Rebounding, 52 points in the paint to 38. Get to the rack. Don't rely on the three. I know Caitlin Clark was struggling shooting threes. She was 0 of 6 3-point land. It just ain't falling. We're going to talk about Caitlin because I know what's wrong with Caitlin. And they just got rid of it. But yeah, that third and that fourth, they made a little push, but Indiana was rolling. It was a well-oiled machine, moving the ball. It was almost like they just said, F it. And I was glad. I was glad to see somebody else pick up the slack and not wait for Caitlin Clark to save the day. Kazam wasn't in the building last night. Super Friend stepped up. Kelsey Mitchell stepped up big time. Kelsey Mitchell had a game. Took it at Wheeler, took it at Diggins, and she got to that rack. She wasn't relying on just, she hit some big threes, but she was getting to that hole. They made amends for that Vegas game. If they had played down the stretch the way they played against Seattle, they'd have beat Vegas, but too. They need to take this same blueprint and apply it. Aliyah Boston needs to take the same blueprint and she needs to add this to her game. She was doing some stuff in the paint, and I was sitting there saying, damn. Now this is what Aliyah Boston looked like when they dropped that video back in November, December timeframe when she was working with the new coach, Keith. When she was working on her footwork and the drills. This is what that video looked like. I mean, damn, they're doing the dream shake, and I was like, damn, did they get Elijah Wan to come talk to her? I mean, Aliyah Boston looked like a different person, but I think A'ja Wilson lit a fire under her ass. And this losing and DeWanna Bonner and all the stuff going on with her, it's tough on this team. They get a break, they go back home, and they play the Sparks at home. They got McDonald in, couple practices. She'll be back in the fold. It's good they got her in now. Got DeWanna Bonner's ass off the team. Got the escort off the lot. You don't need a Ford Escort when you got a Lambo, a Ferrari, and a Porsche in Hull, Caitlin Clark, and Cunningham. I mean, it's already bad. We got Howard, and she's kind of like a Tonka toy, but it's okay. Limited minutes, as long as she can contribute and play solid defense, you can't really ask for much. But this was I enjoyed this game. I mean, I really, a lot of people were talking about the refs. I enjoyed it. I mean, I enjoyed the hell out of this game. I mean, Kelsey Mitchell, 8 of 14, 26 points. You can't get no better than that. You can't get no better than that. I mean, she outdoed Wheeler. Wheeler had a good game. I mean, Wheeler scored. You could tell it was emotional, especially for Wheeler. I thought Skylar Diggins played well. And in Seattle, they always have 4 starters that get double figures, and they got that. It was a pretty even game. I mean, it was whose bench is going to score and who's going to make the mistakes down the stretch. And Seattle made the mistakes and didn't execute down the stretch. Even their announcing team kept saying over and over, this is unlike anything we've seen. This doesn't usually happen. I mean, it was a different Indiana Fever team that came to Seattle than the one that played in Vegas. And I think they knew the albatross on the team was about to leave. I think the person that it's affecting the most is Caitlin Clark. I think Caitlin Clark got really suckered in by DeWanna Bonner and, the mama bear crap. And, Caitlin's on record saying when she talks, we all listen. They thought they had a vet. They thought they had veteran leadership, and they got betrayed. And I think that really stung her the most. But let me know what you guys think. I thought it was a solid game. Road win. It was chippy. It was a battle. There was a lot of Erica Wheeler knocked fire from Sydney Colson, almost like a damn free safety, like a crackback block on a kickoff. I mean, leveled Sydney Colson. I thought they were going to call a foul, a flagrant on that, and they didn't. I mean, Sydney Colson got up and shook it off and kept playing, but man, this game was one of those games. But let me know your thoughts. Leave your comments below, and until next time, peace.
You're listening to a Track University production.